Hi everyone, thank you for joining me again this week with Stampin' with Margaret. Thank you all for sending me the pictures of your finished products. It has been so much fun. There's a group of us that get together once a month via Zoom, get together, and they're the ones that have really been sharing with me. So the rest of you, please make sure that you do share with me. All right, I have a challenge for everybody this month. I'm thinking, wouldn't it be fun that you make one of these cards, but make a second one and send one to a friend just to brighten their day. All right, so I'm going to challenge y'all and let me know. Let me know if you took the time to send a little joy to someone else. All right, great. All right, this is the card we're going to be making today. It's kind of like a card we've done in the past, but this one's quite a bit different. It's pretty much the same fold we've done on one in the past, but this one actually is, look at this. Okay, and look, this is what they call a belly band. Did you see how easy that was to slip off of there? Look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? All right, so as you can see, I've got the hummingbird so that it's up quite a bit so that it just really shows a lot more. And you know me, I'm not a real big blinger, but I added some ribbon, and we'll do that on the finished product also. And I added some bling. I know the gal that this is going to. This is a birthday card I'm making for a friend. And I know she likes a little bit of bling, so that's why I'm dolled it up today. All right, plus I think, a lot of you do like the bling too. Okay, this is the belly band, what they call a belly band. And then this is the card itself. I'm gonna, in the directions, I told you all the scoring lines and everything, but look how beautiful this is. You could write the person's name right here and then write just like a little something, I hope your day's great, whatever you want, sign your name, and because of the belly band, it will cover it up. So, or if you want to, you don't have to write anything on the inside. You could even put some different kind of designer series paper in there, and then I'll show you how I'm going to do the sentiment on this other one, and then you just do your sentiment on something and then punch it out. All right, so let's put our card, our belly band, back on our card. And now what you do is you just squish it down a little bit, hold those folds in, go like that. Now, if you didn't want to write anything on the inside, what you could do is get yourself a piece of plain paper and go ahead and stamp your sentiment on the paper, and then just go ahead and glue it down. All right, so that would be glued down like that. And then when your person gets the card in the mail, you'd want to put it in your envelope so that part is showing up, right? So that way when they pull it out, they will see the sentiment that you put on the card. They'll flip it over, and look how beautiful that is. All right, so that's that card for now. Now, this is the pattern. These are all the pieces I have in the email. So let's go over them one by one, all right? All right, so let's start with our regular old background piece of paper, and that's 5.5, right here, 5.5 by 8.5. And then I had told you how to do the score lines. And the score lines on this one is 1 1/8 and 2 1/4. And we're going to come over here. I'll bring it down a little bit. And then this is going to be 6 1/4 and 7 3/8. Now, an easy way to do this so that you don't have to measure it clear out here, I always like to do, I'll do 1 1/8 and then 2 1/4, and then I'll flip it around. And I'll do 1 1/8 and 2 1/4. Easy peasy, right? All right, so the other pieces that I had asked you to cut, and now this is your designer series paper. I think this is going to take on a theme, yeah? All right, so you'll see in a minute. All right, so what we're going to do, this is your inside, and what you want to do is just cut it so that you've got about 1/8 of an inch going around the whole outside, or make it so it's solid. It's up to you. Make it smaller. It's up to you. All right, so this one is going to measure 3 3/4 by 5 1/4. All right, now we're going to do these 1-inch strips. We're going to make 4 of these, and these will be measuring 1 by 5 3/8. Wanted these to go pretty close to the edge. I didn't want a lot of outside showing. So if you want a lot of outside showing, go ahead and just cut these down a little bit. It's up to you. All right, and let's see. This will be our belly band, and this is 9 by 1 1/4. Now you can make this thicker, thinner, this way, however you want, but what you would want is the 9 inches, right? All right, and then the score lines on this are 2 3/8 and 6 5/8, or again, 2 3/8, flip it around and do 2 3/8 again, and that will give you the correct dimensions. Okay, now the outside piece where the hummingbird is resting, this measures 3 1/2, and then the inside piece is 3. All right, let's go ahead and let's get this started. Okay, let's set these off to the side, and we'll go ahead and we'll start gluing everything down. All right, I like glue. Again, I could say it a million times, but it just gives you that little bit of wiggle room so you can really move it around when you get it down on the paper, right? All right, so let's do some glue like this. Go ahead and set it down. Okay. Center it there so you have about the same amount on all 4 sides. All right, so there's one. Let's do the next one. All right, I hope everybody's enjoying their summer. I've been seeing some of our friends on Facebook, and some people are taking road trips. Kind of looks like fun. Okay. Get out of the house a little bit, huh? But stay safe. Wear your mask, as they say, right? All right. Okay, let's get the other 2. We'll save that big piece, the inside, for the very last. All right, just a little bit of glue. I like to get out near the edges so that it doesn't curl up. Okay, and you can just use the score lines as your guide as you're setting it down. All right, so let's do this. All right. Okay, this is the last of the 1-inch ones. Set it down. Okay, see how I'm having to wiggle it around a little bit. So that's why the glue really does help. Okay, so the last piece, and we'll go ahead and go all around all the corners and sides so that it doesn't curl up. Okay, and you want a little bit in the middle there too. Set it down, and we will center this one. Now this one's not going to be up as high as the other ones. Oh, look at that, I really was crooked on that. Okay, there's where the glue comes in handy. All right, set that down. Look at that. All right, we could have scored this prior to adding all the DSP, but I didn't, so it's up to you. I was able to use the folds so that I could see. Okay, now same thing on this side. Go ahead and use your bone folder. It makes for very nice creases. All right, so here it is. All right, so that's that piece. Now set it off to the side, and I'll show you how to make your belly band. Okay, everybody grab your 1 1/4 by 8. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna fold this on the score lines. And remember, this is the indentation side, so flip it over and go towards the side where the bump is, okay? So we'll just fold that like that, and you'll want to use your bone folder, okay? Now you just have only about 1/2 inch there. So what we're going to do is we're going to, you can either use tape, and I think some of you have seen our new Stampin' Seal tape. We're not selling the snail anymore. So this is our new Stampin' Seal. This one seems to be quite a bit stronger than our snail was. So a lot of people are really, really loving this. We have the Stampin' Seal, as well as if you do 3D projects, you're gonna wanna get the Stampin' Seal Plus. See the little plus right there? All right, this one is really good. This is more like our old Fast Fuse. It's a lot stronger, and it's kind of could replace our tape, the one that we usually use, this one here, the Terran tape, right? And we still sell the Terran tape. And now we're going to have the Stampin' Seal Plus. This is going to be great for my 3D projects. I do a lot of 3D projects, as you all know. All right, so what we're going to do, I'm going to take this, I'm going to put a little bit of tape. A little bit of trick to using this new tape is that you go ahead and you get it pretty much straight up and down as you're using it. If the tape isn't sticky right here, what you do is just use your finger and just roll it a little bit until you can see and or feel the tape. See it right there? All right, so then what I'm going to do, I'm going to go pretty straight up and down, and I'm going to roll it off. See? Like that. And then what you do is once you press it down like that, and then you just kind of twist it a little bit. You see that? It's just a little bit of a wrist action to make it flick it, as one of my girls was saying. All right, so we're going to take this piece. We're going to roll in it, come in here, and I went a little bit on this side too, on the two outer skirts, right? Two outside pieces there. That way it will stay down really well. All right, so what we're going to do, we'll go ahead and we're going to close that. Now look how good that sealed, right? Be real careful when you're doing this, and you're going to want to make sure that you line up your edges here so that they're not, so that they line up, okay? So that's what a belly band is, that easy. Okay, when you're making these, all you'll do is you'll take your measurement of your card and just give it an extra 1/4 of an inch, because this is really only hanging over about 1/8 of an inch on the side. So just give, when you're doing your score lines, if this is measuring 4, so just on the inside is make that, so this is just about 1/4 of an inch bigger, okay? So let's bring that back out here. Now let's finish our belly band. I'd ask you to go ahead and cut a 3.5 and a 3 by 3. I'm sorry, 3.5 by 3.5 and a 3 by 3. Okay, but look how cute. I wanted to make this really whimsical because, yep, it's Christmas. I love this cute little set. So notice that I have the scalloped around the edges. I use the layering squares, and this is the product number. It's on page 181 in the catalog, in the annual catalog. But look at these. You get 10 different scalloped edges and 9 just plain old squares. So you can just cut them out and you're good to go. You don't have to get your trimmer out to cut them, right? All right, so this one, set this aside. This one is the largest, and I decided to use green on this one. But look at this little guy. Oh my gosh. He is so cute. This is a darling little gnome. This is in the new catalog. It's called Gnome for the Holidays. Look at these. All right, did you see this? It says there's no place like gnome for the Christmas season. You're a friend like gnome other. And a little Christmas wish, and holly jolly everything. Look, we got 2 different gnomes and a girl gnome too. And of course you got to have a gnome house, right? All right, so let's set this over here, and this is what I came up with. I wanted my little gnome outside his house in his little path here, and I used the saying, a little Christmas wish. That comes right from here. And this is on page 23 in the holiday catalog. While we're talking holiday catalog, don't forget, this starts this Tuesday. All right, so this Tuesday you'll be able to order anything out of the catalog that you wish. What I'd like you to do is, if you can see, I've started something new. This is our August code. Now you're not able to order out of this until August, so use our August code. In August, using the code, I will send you a little goodie. All right, something new I want to start doing for all my customers to thank you for the nice order. This month I was doing the bonus days that if you spent if you spent money in the month of July on our bonus days and spent your $50 to be able to get your $5 coupon, I would also send you one $5 coupon per order. All right, a lot of you took advantage of it. Thank you so much. And you should have already gotten your coupon code from me, so you'll be able to spend it next Tuesday, right? All right. Now, I want to make sure that you all understand that due to the COVID, yes, we have had some backups and some back orders because a lot of our product does come from China, and our people that are making our product have been asked to put our product aside and make anything that does have to do with the medical field. So that's why we've been a little back ordered, but we're getting a lot better. It seems to be caught up, and people who had back orders, I know you've already received what was back order, so all of you are really good and all caught up now. But I would highly suggest, if you want to order anything out of the Christmas catalog, holiday catalog, mini catalog, I'd order it within that first week so that you know you will be getting your product on a timely basis, okay? All right, so here's my little guy. Now, to show you, I have ribbon around this one here, hummingbird one. Let me show you how to do that. This is just a little 6.5 inches of ribbon. And what you do is figure out what side. Look, it's got two great sides. So pick whichever side. Now your fold is going to go in the back of your card, right? Or you know what? You could put it in the front, come to think about it, and then you would not see that fold line, right? All right, just caught myself at that, didn't I? All right, so I'm going to put the fold in the front because you'll never see it, right? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take our ribbon, set it down, and I'm going to run a little tape right here for well, this one didn't want to start, so look, just take your little finger and move it around so you can see your tape. See it now? So I'm going to run a little piece of tape right here, and I'm going to stick my ribbon down. Going to make sure that I get that right about in the middle, right? Okay, same thing on the other side. Run a little bit of ribbon, or a little bit of tape. Again, it didn't want to start, so we'll go ahead and we'll run it along there, and watch, flick it. See? That made it cut off really quick and easy. Right, I'm going to set my ribbon down. It's right here in the middle. Okay, now here's where you're going to assemble your sentiment or your little decoration that you're putting on your belly band. Now that, I'll show you how to finish this in a minute, but you know, you don't have to stop right there. With this little guy, what you can do is come in and use something bigger. Look at this. Look how cool this would look. See? Look at that. And it's a lot bigger. You could put a lot more on your sentiment, and it covers a lot more in the middle. But it's up to you. Just take your measurement, however big you want it, and then every layer that you're going down, just cut it a 1/2 inch smaller. Or a 1/4 inch smaller, I apologize. Okay, so this one on the outside is 3 by 5. The next one is 2 3/4 by 4 3/4. All right, and you guess the next one. It's 2 1/2 by 4 1/2. All right, just cut it down 1/4 inch for every layer that you're doing, or however you want. But that was just a quick, easy tutorial on how to do that. Okay, so on this one, this is how I want to finish it. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put some dimensions on here. Now let me warn you about dimensions. The thing about dimensions is when you put these on here, you got to think about how thick your card's going to be, right? Because it's got to go in the mailbox, right? So be real careful. You don't want to put so many layers that it's going to make your card so thick that it's going to have a hard time getting through. You may have to add another stamp to it. So right now stamps are 55 cents, so that you'd end up having to put $1.10 to mail something. So, all right, so I put my 3 dimensions on this one. Use my pick tool, take those right off. All right, now I'm going to turn this over and I'm going to set it down. I'm going to center it. Okay, center it just like that. Press it down. And let's see, I think I'm just going to make him flush because I don't want to make him stick up too far so that I have to add postage. Now if I'm going to, let's see, I end up mailing out probably about 60 some cards at Christmas time, so you know I'll save a little bit of extra money on that, right? All right, so here we go. Put this little guy down and we'll center him. Okay. All right. Okay, now I want something in the middle, so look at how cute this is. There's no place like Nome for the Christmas season. All right, I'm going to put this in the middle here. And again, you can tell I didn't like the way that one turned out. So it's paper has 2 sides, right? All right, so I'm just going to glue this straight down, just like that. Go around the edges. Okay. Open her up. And let's place that just right in the middle. I could go up higher, I could go lower, however you want to do it. It's up to you. Okay, I wanted it hidden by what's on my belly band, so I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to set her down right there like that. Fold it up like that. And remember, if you don't want to write something in here, you've always got the back to write on. You could put it, since this is plain, I could write right on there, or I could add another piece of paper like I did on this one here. All right, so go ahead now, hold this down, and we're going to put this right in there in our belly band, just like that. Can you see how I'm doing that? All right, and then set it over here and push it in, get her right in there too. All right, now here is my finished product. All right, let's go ahead and make sure my ribbon there. All right, this one's a little tight. I might have made that, no, it worked really well. I'm happy with it. All right, so look how cute he is. And the ribbon on the outside, look how cute that turned out. Right, this is actually all done. I told you this was gonna be an easy one, but look how stinking cute it is. All right, now don't forget, if you're going to place any orders in August, please use the hostess code. Right now, grab your camera, do a screenshot, and that way you will have the host code, or I will go ahead and make sure I put the host code will be in the email that's coming to you. Remember, if you use the host code this month, I will send you a little goodie. I'm going to start doing this every month. Every month I will have a host code, so when you place an order, I will send you a little goodie if you use the host code. All right? Now, don't forget, if you place an order over $150, you will already get a goodie from Stampin' Up. Anything over $150, you get 10% back right away, which is called Stampin' Rewards. So then you get to go through the catalog and pick your own goodie. Alrighty, everybody. If you have any questions or need some help while you're placing your order, just give me a call and we could set up just a quick little time. Usually when I'm on there helping you, it'll go a lot faster. But let me know. I'm kind of busy. Got a few things going on. I've been making a lot of 3D projects lately. But if you'd like, I'd be more than happy to go on the phone while you're placing your orders if you have any questions. And if I can't answer your questions, there's always Stampin' Up. They are so sweet and so helpful. And of course, they're at 800 and the word Stamp Up. So if you need any help, yeah, they're always there for you. All right, everybody, have a wonderful week. And I'm sorry about the Christmas, but I am in love, and now's the time to start. So if you want to get your items, you better get them quick, and then you can get your cards started, right? All right, everybody, have a great week. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, send me pictures of your cards. I love seeing them. Thanks for sharing. Bye-bye.